we're going to talk about money. So, why are we talking about money? Well, we're career professionals. And so it is a key part of our lives. But let me get a little more specific into why we're talking about money. We're actually going to talk about money in two sections. We're going to talk about your personal money story, and we're going to talk about the money making model of the business. In this section, we're going to talk about your personal money story. And I call it your money story because it's our human reaction to money. Now, everything that we are covering in this content is about thriving. So let's do a quick reminder here. The definition of thriving is to grow, prosper, and flourish. So money clearly connects to the prosperity aspect of thriving, but prosperity is more than just money. The origin of the word prosper actually means living well. So yes, prosperity is about financial prosperity, but it's also about emotional, spiritual, physical prospering, living well. And if you'll recall our basic framework we started with, which is the business is human framework, the business needs to control, measure, and optimize, which is largely where we find money in the money-making model of our business. But the human side of the business is human framework is personal, emotional, and social. Humans are living and writing a story. And money, because it is such a foundational aspect of our lives, is part of our human story. So we're going to talk about your money story today. Now, money on its own, whether it's a coin or a bill or a transaction, money is a necessary and neutral commodity. It's necessary because everything that we do in life requires money. That's just a basic essential of life. That's the way it works. And so I want us to get not only much more comfortable talking about money, but more intentional in the way that we talk about money and the way that money impacts our lives. So it's necessary and it's neutral. Where money gets its story is from us. So you can take the same amount. I love this example. It comes from actually a prophet that I follow. Her name is Dr. Jolynn Whitaker. And she says, you know what, you can take the same amount of money and put it in the hands of a nonprofit leader or a strip club owner. And money is going to be used very differently. And so our personal human stories impact the way that money gets used. But everybody has a money story. Everyone. Your money story is the way that money was talked about in your home or not talked about in your home. It's about your experience with money, either having an abundance of it or a lack of it. How you view money is very personal, emotional, and social. And so I want to dig into that a little bit. I want you to think about the very first word that comes to mind when you hear the word money. And jot it down, and then jot down a little bit more context about why that is. And then I'll be back.